Yeah, the first take of this recording got deleted, you guys. My bad. So now we're gonna have to do this all over again. But I got plenty of time for y'all. Y'all my peeps. So I gotta sit here and fuck with y'all. Um, yeah, it really just did like everything just spammed and just got deleted as I'm recording. But you know, shit like that happens, y'all. It's life. Keep it going. But what's up with you guys? This is your boy Rob Glow, and this is the Lost Ones Podcast, episode 17. Now, like I said, this is a re-recording. The first one got deleted. Whatever. The show must go on, right? So, like I said, the whole gist of this episode right here, you guys. Oh, let me get this out the way. Like, comment, subscribe on the podcast YouTube page for all my YouTubers out there. Shout out to YouTube, shout out to Apple, shout out to Spotify, shout out to Anchor app for even allowing us to do this podcast. I definitely have to get into the groove of making that stance every single episode, shouting out the platforms that's giving us the space, the creativity to do this podcast. So definitely shout out to my Apple people, shout out to my Spotify, shout out to my YouTubers, shout out to everybody who's supporting me on the Anchor app. Everybody, I fuck with y'all, I support y'all. I want to start saying too, I've been getting a lot of ideas. I will be having and dropping the Lost Ones merchandise very soon. I'm gonna let y'all know upcoming episodes when I'm gonna get that process started for you guys. Everybody who's been supporting and fucking with the podcast, I appreciate the shit out of y'all. I really do. The love that's being shown, the appreciation, the viewership, the listenership, everything is nothing goes over my head, y'all. I appreciate y'all, and that really gets me up and really want to come on here and talk to y'all and tell y'all what's going on. Just that makes me get off my ass and really want to start. Not even start. It makes me want to continue doing this at a high level and getting better with this. And and don't worry, you guys, for everybody who's been, saying it's going to be interviews coming up. It's going to be interviews. I'm not going to tell y'all who the interview is going to be with or when they're going to come. Just know you see the next few episodes are going to be better than ever, and we're going to continue to grow the podcast, the viewership, the listenership, everything. So definitely, once again, I appreciate everybody who's been tuning in. Everybody. None of y'all get overlooked. Trust me. Trust me, for real. The love I've been getting really getting this podcast up. But NBA talk. This is Saturday, February 6th, y'all. Valentine's Day is next week. A week and a half. My girl told me not to really do too much for her, but she did the most for me for Sweeties Day. So you gotta reciprocate that energy back. I want y'all see if y'all fellas get y'all Valentine this year. I see that y'all was fucking with the episode Opinionated on my boo Shariel. She did good. I've been telling her for a while to start getting into this podcast. Not even just podcasting, her doing her own blog and get her voice and her words and her everything out there. So she's definitely gonna start really being part of the podcast more often and shit. What y'all be smoking out of, man? Let me know what y'all smoke out of. I smoke only Dutchess and Leafs. Only Dutchess. I'll smoke a Swisher. Somebody got a Swisher. I'll smoke it. But, yeah. So, the origin of this episode, sports talk, y'all. First, I'm going to give my MVP talk. I have 5 candidates which I feel like are playing at MVP level and who's showing early MVP considerations. I don't really go off MVP considerations so early in the season, about 25 games in right now. I usually want to do it to game 40 and beyond, but it's a shortened season, so whatever. I'm gonna throw 5 players' names out, and I'm going to give reasons to each player. So, no particular order either. I'm going to just go how I go. Number one, Kevin Durant. Coming back from Achilles injuries, averaging 30 on 54, 55% shooting from the field, 40% from three, and about 90% from the free throw line. KD is reminding everybody that I've never left. And that was a big thing for, I think, everybody in the sports world, seeing how KD is going to come back from his Achilles injury. And really, I honestly believe KD's looking better. He looks better. Attacking the rim. I've never seen Kevin Durant attack the rim. Even in OKC, he attacks the rim with force off an Achilles injury. That's pretty great. So, LeBron, come on, y'all. LeBron's MVP consideration every single season. 25, 8, and 8 on about 49% shooting. He's averaging about 40% from three. That's the third time in LeBron's career he's averaged 40% from three. I think his career high is 41% in his second season in Miami when I think it was the second season when they won against OKC. And he averaged 39% from three in his third season when they went back to back. Nikola Jokic, he's averaging about, I think, 26, 10, and 11 and 10. Joel Embiid, come on, y'all. I told y'all he's going to be MVP consideration this season. And I think I said Paul George. Paul George is in MVP consideration. I have an honorable mention in Luka Doncic, but the Mavericks aren't playing good basketball at the moment. So that's why he's not top 5. But it's great to see KD back in form. Great to see. I want to also say John Wall's been looking great this season. Coming off, I think he had knee surgery and then he tore his Achilles. So for him to be playing good on the Houston Rockets and they've been looking great, Christian Woods, his comp to me is Anthony Davis. He plays just like AD. Very similar to New Orleans Anthony Davis, but he's not the defender that AD is by far. I think that's the only aspect of Christian Wood's game to which he needs to improve. Honestly. The Boston Celtics, I've seen a lot of people talking about trading Kemba Walker because he's not looking good. Well, he's not looking great. My thing is he's just coming off of a knee injury. Give that man some time. Kemba Walker has been one of the best point guards in the league for many years. He can lead a team. So for the Celtics talking about giving him up or giving up on him and trading him away really will be backwards because they're kind of limited on talent. You know, letting Gordon Hayward walk this season to Charlotte Hornets, they really lack depth. And, you know, without Kemba Walker, they will really be a mid-team. I don't really think they'll be a playoff team without Kemba Walker. But that's neither here or there. What else do I want to discuss? The NBA, to me, is too many one-dimensional players. And what do I mean by that, guys? One-dimensional, you're only good to great on one aspect of the court or one particular attribute on the court. Let me throw you an example. Buddy Hield. Buddy Hield is a great shooter. He's a pretty good scorer. Like on a good night, on a great night, Buddy can give you about 30 plus on good efficiency. But outside of scoring and shooting, Buddy Hield is pretty below average at everything else. Buddy Hield can't defend. He doesn't pass the ball. Without the ball, he can kind of move without the ball because he's a great shooter, but without the ball in his hands much of the time, Buddy Hield is really not doing that much. I can say the same about Trae Young, and Trae Young's a better player than Buddy Hield. Although Trae Young can shoot, he can score the ball at will, he can play make, he averages about 10 assists a game, but Trae Young, it's crazy. He can give you 10 assists, and he doesn't pass the ball that much to me as a point guard. He averages 10 assists, and he doesn't pass the ball that much. His points, his assist averages come from, flashy passes and alley-oops to John Collins and Clint Capella, easy throwaways. He's not really creating plays to me. He's just going within the flow of the offense. You have two athletic bigs that not only can give you the alley-oop assist, John Collins can also screen and roll to the three-point line to open threes. But Trae Young is not that good on defense. He's really not good at defense at all. Another example, Jason Tatum. I love Jason Tatum. I've been a pretty hefty fan of Jason Tatum, saying he's a top 5 wing player in the league. But outside of scoring and shooting the ball, what else is Jason Tatum good at? He's a good to average defender. He's not a passer. He doesn't really playmake for his teammates. He's just a flow of offense, another flow of offense type of player. That's what the NBA is consistent of nowadays. Honestly, a lot of players are good and have the skill sets to be great. It's like, let me use a positive example. Donovan Mitchell. A lot of people don't really believe that Donovan Mitchell's a superstar. I am the opposite. I believe that Donovan Mitchell can really be a top. He has top 10 player attributes. They said that can Donovan Mitchell score at the highest level? He's been averaging about a good 20 to 25 points since being in the league. Can he play make for his teammates? Well, they thought he was a point guard coming to the league. He's not really a pure point guard. He's a 2. He actually does play the 2, but he's also shown the ability to play make and get his teammates open and really being a floor general. He can. He has attributes. Not only that, Donovan Mitchell can play defense, good defense to really, plays good defense. So, but I never hear nothing more positive things about Donovan Mitchell than what he can't do. He's playing in Utah. Can he give him over the hump? I believe that Donovan Mitchell can. I feel like in the right system with the right team, Donovan Mitchell can flourish. Damian Lillard. I love Dame. He's not great defensively. Dame can play defense, just not great. He gets his teammates. He plays for his teammates. He's one of the best closers in the league. He's been one of the best closers in the league since he's been in the league. But by being so one-dimensional, at times it can shrink Dame. It can shrink him. It can shrink his play. It can shrink the impact he has on the game. I know it's not going to be a lot of players like Giannis Antetokounmpo. Now, not only has the size to be offensively great, Giannis is defensively sound. He's not the greatest defender, but he's a pretty good on-ball defender. He's a great off-ball defender, helping on the weak sides. He gets about a block or 2 a game, but the like a Kawhi Leonard place type or LeBron play type to like a dominant 2-way player we're not going to see one of those for the next few years, you guys. I'm sorry. I thought that Zion would be that, but he's an undersized power forward. He's not that quick off his feet against smaller players. He's not big yet to the point of guarding bigger players. He's pretty big, but he's not going to be guarding a Joel Embiid or a Nikola Jokic or even a Karl-Anthony Towns. That's another man. Oh my God. Karl-Anthony Towns is another generational player, but the fact that he cannot play defense, can't play defense for shit. He can, and it's crazy because Karl-Anthony Towns, he's been through a lot, man. Let me. The death of his mother from COVID, the family members that had gotten COVID and passed, him himself catching COVID. His mother just died off of the shit last year. He just got it. You know, so like he's also said that basketball won't take the pain away or help get better in the immediate future. And I understand where his mind is at, and you know, that's a lot, bro. That's a lot you could ask of one person, honestly. So I really get it. But at the same time, bro, you're out there, you're a professional. You gotta do your job, bro. Especially the talent that you are, Cat. I believe Karl-Anthony Towns should demand a trade from the Minnesota Timberwolves right fucking now. Right now. Right now. They're doing the same thing to Karl-Anthony Towns they did to fucking Kevin Garnett. And unlike Kevin Garnett, Karl-Anthony Towns doesn't seem that mentally tough like a KG. Even though they both stayed for longer than expected. I don't want Karl-Anthony Towns, who's the #1 pick, bro, coming out of college. He's been a 20-10 guy since being in the NBA. He's been a top 3 center in the NBA. But none of his numbers translate to wins. And I hate when people say you can say the same thing about Devin Booker. That's not true, because Devin Booker, a lot of times in his career, has had horrible teammates, horrible coaching. You cannot say the same about Karl-Anthony Towns. Karl-Anthony Towns has had some pieces around him. I'm not saying the greatest pieces, but he's had talent around him to effort into winning. The Minnesota Timberwolves has been the bottom of the NBA since he's been in the league. There's only been once. He's been to the playoffs once in his career. And if it wasn't for Jimmy Butler being the type of player he is, Jimmy Butler was hurt. Talent-wise, y'all, Karl-Anthony Towns is shitting on Jimmy Butler. Talent-wise, Jimmy Butler is a better overall player. Because not only his heart, the defense, he's played with tenacity. That makes him a better player. Because skill and talent, Karl-Anthony Towns is way better than Jimmy Butler. Maybe not way better, but stats-wise, Karl-Anthony Towns is better. He's still not a better player than Jimmy Butler. And that bothers me. Because I felt that way about Joel Embiid for a while. Me personally, if you ask me about Joel Embiid is a generational type player. He's an MVP caliber player who should be dominating every single time he gets the ball. I love the fact he can extend the floor and he can shoot threes. He dominates the mid-range. I love that Joel Embiid does that. But he doesn't. His heart, his effort. It's his effort. His effort is what fucking bothers me the most. He doesn't have the effort every single play. And when players started calling out Karl-Anthony Towns, I was pissed. Because talent, bro, you're shitting on a lot of people who's talking down on you, bro. But it's just like you're not physical. We all seen the meme that Karl-Anthony Towns backing down Boogie Cousins, and Boogie Cousins like, come on, bro, you're little. Come on, man. Shouldn't nobody be making Karl-Anthony Towns outwork him, out physical, outman him at all. At all. And I think Cat is in like year 5, year 6. It's about to be a time where Cat is in that mode like, I gotta do something. I have to do something. I felt that I had like a trade scenario in my mind that the Utah Jazz will swap Rudy Gobert and Karl-Anthony Towns. So Karl-Anthony Towns will be on a better team. But that's neither here or there. If Karl-Anthony Towns will get his defense together, that will never happen. But yeah, man, a lot of the great players, a lot of the good players, up and coming players, they're very one-dimensional. Luka Doncic, as great as Luka Doncic is, he's very one-dimensional. If only Giannis had a better jumper or a post move to save his life, Giannis will be like that next two-way generational player. And as great as Giannis is, he will never get over the hump if he don't. Because they play Giannis like a center, bro. I mean, they play Giannis like he's a guard. And he's not a guard, he's a center. Giannis is a big. And the fact that the NBA has treated and schemed Giannis like he's a guard when he's not is killing him. It's literally killing his career. The fact that he's still playing like he's a guard. He's not. Like, he needs to play the five. I will put Brook Lopez on the bench. I will find a serviceable four, like a Rudy Gay type or a Thaddeus Young type. And Giannis needs to be a five, bro. He cannot continue to play on the perimeter. I don't want Giannis open shooting threes. Yeah, take him. The center position needs to shoot threes as well. But what I'm saying is, I'm not playing Giannis on the perimeter, bro. He's straight back to the basket, or he's coming off a fast break, dunking on people. Why is he handling the ball on the perimeter, wanting to be a guard? I felt the same about Anthony Davis for a while. AD is great, but at least with AD was a guard. AD came, his growth spurt before college, he was 6'3", woke up 6'11". He was a guard. He had to transition to play a big. And AD, within still want to be a guard, AD still have those guard skills to at least mimic that. Giannis, bro, you're too fucking big to be trying to dribble through your legs, trying to blow by. Bro, get in the paint. You're unguardable at 15 feet in. Giannis is unguardable. Literally unguardable. Nobody's doing nothing with him at all. Like nothing. 15 feet in. Yes, do he need mid-range work? Yes. I don't want Giannis to be on the perimeter that often, y'all. At all. The Milwaukee Bucks need to fire Mike Budenholzer. He's killing Giannis. Killing him. At least Jason Kidd was like, hey. And a lot of people say that Jason Kidd was like, wait, no, blocking Giannis. Nah, he was, no, bro, I don't want you on the perimeter, bro. Get your ass in the paint and work every time. Who's guarding you? Nobody. Even Shaq say he's the new Superman. He's not playing like Superman. He's playing like he wants to be KD. Bro, you're not KD. You don't have the footwork like KD, the jumper, no. Bro, no. What y'all think about Kyrie Irving being a Kobe-type player? Yes, I feel like Kyrie Irving is a spitting image of Kobe, but a way better ball handler. And I don't want to say Kyrie Irving is more skilled than Kobe, but damn, Kyrie Irving is a skilled dude. And the fact, literally, I've seen people say like, man, what if Kyrie was 6'6"? It's Kobe Bryant. It's Kobe fucking Bryant. What if Allen Iverson was 6'6"? Kobe Bryant. And the fact that, Kyrie said a lot of dumb things and did a lot of dumb things, it's killed the fact that Kyrie Irving, he's one of the best guards I've ever seen in my life. Like, for all the bullshit and all the back and forth and all the bad that Kyrie's said, Kyrie Irving is one of the best skilled guards, best skilled players I've ever seen in my life. Ever. He's the reason why my team got a championship. He's one of the reasons. Nobody will ever, a real Cavs fan would never say that Kyrie Irving wasn't one of the reasons why we won that ring. And if they do, they're fucking lying. Come on, man. He's one of the reasons. But I feel like a lot of that ego got to his head, like, so soon. And instead of taking game, what game was bringing to you in LeBron, bro, you wanted the dip? For granted, LeBron did play a part in that. But, come on, man. I just wish Kyrie handled that with a little bit more grace. A little bit more grace. But that's neither here or there. It'll just be great what's going to go on the rest of the season. If we're going to have a rest of the season with all these protocols and all the players coming in and out. We're definitely going to see if the Brooklyn Nets going to play their next game because of the fact they think KD has to sit out because of contact tracing. We're going to see if the Toronto Raptors, the team they just played against, they're going to be able to play their next game. We're going to see. We're also going to see that these bullshit narratives end this season. I was having a conversation with my nigga Fat Tay, shout out to my nigga. He said, if Bron is so great, why did it take for Kyrie to get to Cleveland to win a championship? There's a lot of truth and there's a lot of false in that. Let me tell you the truth. It did take for Kyrie Irving to come to Cleveland to help LeBron get the ring. Kyrie Irving played a pivotal role. Pivotal. Kyrie played just as much as us winning that ring as LeBron did. Just as much. I will say that. But I will also say LeBron is one of the reasons why Kyrie Irving was able to come to Cleveland because he left, signed and traded to Miami, and I think we got another pick from. I'm sorry, y'all. Us trading Baron Davis to the Clippers and them giving us back a first-round pick, I think that became Kyrie. But you can never give him a opinion without sounding like a hater. I'm honestly saying this. And I love Kyrie, bro, but it's just a lot of things, like, he don't stand on his word, man. He don't stand on what he say, and then backpedals. I hate people like that. I think I've encountered a lot of people that in life. A lot of people say a lot of outlandish things and outrageous things, and you don't stand on it. And then when people have an opinion on what you're saying and how you said it, and the words coming from your mouth, you want to backpedal and deflect and dismiss it, and then want to create another narrative. Bro, that's not how life works, man. A lot of people are like that. A lot of people do that. And I hate those type of people, bro. I do. But you will never catch a nigga not say that Kyrie Irving didn't play a part in winning the championship in Cleveland. Ever. And it's fucked up because that solidified his career. You ain't never heard none of these media niggas, none of these sports niggas say that Kyrie need to do this and this and this to uplift his career more. He need to do this because he haven't done nothing since Cleveland. He's done nothing since Cleveland. Really, let's be 100. He ain't did nothing since LeBron. Since he played with LeBron. He wasn't really doing nothing before he played with LeBron, and he hasn't done that much since. But yet you saying some of these disrespectful, outlandish things, and when people catch a word and hear what you say, it's different from when people are quoting you in the media. It's different from when people quote you or hear what you say on Instagram and chop and screw the words. And it's also different when you say certain things and they chop and screw it. Bro, you're on a podcast with Kevin Durant, another person who kind of throw shots at LeBron, saying that, oh, you're the only motherfucker that I feel like who can hit the same shot as me, which is a lie. LeBron has been hitting the same type of shots as you, Kyrie. Even better, before playing with you and after playing with you. Bro, what? That's one cap. That's one thing that you was like, that was shiesty. Shout out Pooh Shiesty. You also undermined your Celtics teammates in Boston. Didn't have the nerve to say, oh man, I called LeBron. I was like, damn, bro. If I was doing some little nigga shit like what they doing now, man, my bad, bro. Huh?